What if your electric car could literally fire its battery out to save your life? It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but researchers in China are actually testing a system that does exactly that. It's bold, it's a little insane, and maybe it's incredibly dangerous. Let's break down this wild idea. Recently, reports surfaced about a research team developing a device that can eject an EV's battery like a missile when it detects overheating. The goal? To prevent a car fire by launching the battery pack clear of the vehicle before it has a chance to ignite. On paper, it sounds like a brilliant solution to a scary problem. But in practice, it's terrifyingly complicated. How on earth is this going to work? You know? It's a bit wild. The concept is pretty straightforward when the car's sensors detect a critical rise in temperature within the battery pack. A mechanical system activates and forcefully ejects the entire unit from the chassis. The battery is then pushed away from the car, almost like a controlled explosion to stop any potential fire from spreading to the passengers. It's a creative, out-of-a-box idea, but it's also potentially catastrophic. Here's the first major problem: the engineering nightmare. For a battery pack to survive being fired out of a moving vehicle, it has to be heavily reinforced. That means adding a ton of extra weight, complexity, and, of course, cost. The car's frame would also need a complete redesign to handle the massive stress of shooting out a Tecto 400-kilogram block of metal. You were basically talking about transforming an everyday EV into something that behaves more like a piece of artillery than a mode of transportation. There's another huge concern we need to chat about: safety. And it's a big deal. An EV's battery pack isn't just a power source. It's a crucial part of the car's structural integrity. During a crash, it adds rigidity and helps maintain the car's balance. If you introduce a system designed to intentionally remove it, you risk a catastrophic collapse of the entire vehicle frame in an accident. Just look at what's happening with General Motors right now. Several Cadillac models were recalled because the bolts holding the battery pack could be loose or missing. That small issue alone was considered a major safety concern. Now, imagine a system designed to shoot the whole pack out on purpose. You know, when you break it down, it really comes down to the simple physics of everything, right? When a battery is ejected, it carries an immense amount of momentum enough to cause serious injury or damage if it hits anything nearby. What happens if that flying battery pack slams into another car on the highway? Or even worse, a pedestrian on the sidewalk? Engineers have a term for this: secondary hazard creation. In simple terms, you're solving one problem by creating several new, unpredictable ones. It's a classic case of the cure being worse than the disease. So, what's the real solution? Experts agree that it's not about ejecting batteries, but about smarter design. The focus should be on detecting heat early, improving cooling and ventilation systems, and using encapsulated metal compartments that can contain a fire and prevent it from spreading. In other words, the industry needs to design smarter, not louder. While battery fires are extremely rare, they are very dramatic when they happen, which is probably why this ejectable battery concept went viral. It looks amazing on video, but it just doesn't make much sense in the real world. Still, ideas like this, no matter how crazy they seem, are valuable. Innovation often starts with concepts that initially sound absurd. Think about airbags. They were once considered a radical and even dangerous idea. But now, they save millions of lives every year. While the full ejectable battery probably won't make it into production cars, the research could inspire safer, more practical solutions. Maybe we'll see systems that can isolate and eject only the small, overheating sections of a battery rather than the entire pack. Every radical idea, successful or not, helps push the future of EV safety forward. So, what's your take? Is this ejectable battery a genius invention or a dangerous stunt? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you love diving deep into the future of electric vehicles and battery tech, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Here on EV Ride, we decode the electric revolution, one spark at a time. Really appreciate you hanging out and watching. Can't wait to see you again.